Welcome to Wasting All the Time, Level 3. My name is Dave, and I will be your host for this joyous episode. Yay! This tremendous expression of mirth and levity.
No one say anything. Make him get out of this himself.
The very stuff.
Well, he's got to make his own mistakes.
The ha-has and the foundation of the tee-hee. Well, that's what you get with improv comedy. And everyone knows this is a perfect example of why it's always the best comedy. You had to be there. I am joined by two of my three cohorts for this. They are in alphabetical order.
Nice.
By last name, John.
Hey, I'm John.
And Cody.
I guess I'm last again. This is high school dodgeball all over again.
We will be doing what we do and get used to it. We're going to kick things off with one of my favorite segments. It's John's segment, and it's not just any one of John's segments. It's his specific John segment, which is called the Jonologue.
And now it's time for John to break shit down. Now entering the Jonologue.
So I want to talk about commemorative mugs for a little bit, and then we can go back to what we were doing. So, normally when you are picking out a coffee mug, you're looking at stuff like, is this gonna retain the temperature of what I am putting in the mug? Well, is it going to do that without burning my hand? Is it sturdy enough that if maybe I drop it 6 inches into the kitchen sink, it's not going to shatter? All of that goes out the window when you start talking about commemorative mugs, souvenir mugs, that kind of stuff. I've got a mug, and they just, all they do is cause problems, because you ignore the basic principles of mug shopping because you wanted this cool mug that reminds you of a thing that you did that you could just remember or take a fucking picture. But no, you need the mug that's shaped like Daffy Duck, complete with a bill that sticks out 2 inches. You can't fit that into your pantry. You can't fit. How is that supposed to fit next to the other normal, God-fearing mug-shaped mugs in there? You can't do that. It just, you put it in, it tweaks over, one of the other mugs falls out, shatters on the floor, and that was the good one. Fuck.
That ramped up. I'm so happy.
Huh. I'm really tempted by this one. I don't know if it's going to fit.
Well, monsieur, you know what they say about these items. If they call to you, you find a way to make them fit.
Yeah.
Perhaps there is something else that does not speak to you the same way, and it will have to go away to make room for this thing.
Yeah,
so calls out to you.
None of the other art pieces speak to me like this one does.
Yeah, oui.
This is the only one that's speaking to me, but I don't know if I should bid on it because I'm thinking about display ability, storage ability, transportability. It's the bill. It sticks out so far.
Oui. One would say that is its appeal, though. No?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what drew me to it in the first place. That's what's kept me standing here for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And, well, would you say that questions of logistics fit into the evaluation of a great work of art?
Well, the spot
Do you think
that
that Leonardo da Vinci, when he sketched the man with the waving his arms and stuff and with his dick out, do you think that he was thinking, well, what is the practical use of this?
honestly, I was under the
They
impression
didn't show people with their dicks out then. It was the Renaissance. They're very conservative.
Well, sure.
That's why they invented fig leaves. They developed an entire type of tree so that they could just use the leaves to cover up the dicks.
That's
This
amazing.
is a true fact. I am a historian.
Wow. And then they revised the Bible.
Yeah.
Wow, so impressive. Wow, that must have been King James, I guess, huh?
The figs are in the Bible.
That's super impressive. I think I thought that sketch was supposed to be in like a study of anatomy, but now that you've kind of raised the question of what was it for, that's just something I heard. I don't know. I don't know why you would.
It was about the dick.
Out.
Yeah.
No, it's so clear now. It's about the dick.
Hey, buddy.
Huh.
You're the guy with all those mugs? You guys selling all these weird fucking mugs?
Yeah,
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I sell the mugs.
Yeah, I bought this mug. You assured me it was gonna fit. It was gonna fit perfectly in my cabinet at home.
Oh no, my nightmare.
I assured you that when you brought it home, you would find a way to make it fit.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. Thanks to Monkey's Paw over here, I broke 3 of my other favorite mugs.
And now it fits, yeah?
Shit, yes? God damn it.
So you found a way to make it fit.
I didn't... I broke a mug that says world's okayest dad. I think that's worth way more than this, what was shaped like a... Is this a giraffe? I don't even know what it is.
Okay, so from a purely utilitarian standpoint, from a pure a standpoint of realism, I'm going to say that it is not worth more because the one that you broke was like, what, $10 in a Target?
$8.50.
$8.50. And you paid how much for the giraffe?
$400.
So it is not
400?
as valuable as the giraffe. So we have made room in our collection for a real piece of art. This is part of the artistic experience. The piece, it affects your life.
Yeah, I had to sweep up ceramic shards. I cut myself.
Yes, and so now your very essence, your bodily fluids, your blood, your sweat, your tears, they are infused into this ongoing creation of the art.
Holy shit. I didn't even consider it that way.
You are a part of the piece now.
I did bleed on the giraffe mug a little bit. On the outside, though. Not the inside.
You want to clean that off. That's very disrespectful to the artist.
You just said my fluids, and I was part of the art.
Yeah, but not on the mug itself.
Well, now what? Now what do? Do I have to bleed on all my other mugs?
I'm not the artist. Ding! Oh.
And there you have it, folks. That was the Jonologue.
It's a fancy step in justification there, John. I like it.
When in doubt, do a French accent that really wants to drift into German.
It was fun.
I noticed a couple of those vowels. I was like, whoa, we're moving east or west. I'm not good at geography.
More north.
More north.
Well, with that done and dusted, I think it's time that we hand things off to Cody for his segment.
Alrighty. I have picked a game that I don't know that we have, like, 3 of us specifically, I don't know that we have played before. And I'm honestly very excited and terrified because the last time I picked a game we hadn't played before, it was a train wreck.
Cool. Train wrecks are colorful, if nothing else.
This is called Gibberish Translator. One person will be a character who speaks only in a non-English language. It's made up. It's not like a real non-English language. No Latin, John. Or Dave. I think you speak Latin too a little bit, probably from the singing.
Fluently.
Carpe jugulum, baby. Speaks in a gibberish language. One of the other actors is a translator who is translating for them to the third actor who speaks English, and they're trying to get some kind of interaction done. And that's the kind of gist of it. So,
okay. Yeah, I think we played something very like this way back in the very beginning of the podcast.
Like the alpha?
It might have been in the test episodes, yeah.
Yes.
I think it was like Gibberish Interview.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. But this, I like this because it's a little bit more freeform than that.
Yeah, we can kind of set it up. So from our delightfully attractive listening audience, can I get a suggestion for any kind of interpersonal conflict? Do my job for me, thanks.
Editor Dave here. We got 2 suggestions that we decided to combine. They were an annual performance review and attempting to purchase a chimpanzee from the zoo. Enjoy.
So, Professor Escher, yes, we just want to kind of touch base on what happened on Monday and go over why it's not all right.
Priando bigaske, priando mimaste, ento krasi, fendojibi, etuia, emeduia, emesia, emekente, emekohe, puia, fushivi.
He says it's not actually that bad, especially when you consider the specifics of the bylaws, part 3, 4, 5, and 6. There, it pretty explicitly spells out that this is allowable within the bounds of, normal discourse.
Yes, I'm aware of the bylaws. However, those bylaws were written to protect small creatures that are not typically dangerous when the zoo does not have the appropriate funding to care for them. They were not intended to allow the sale of panthers to private individuals.
El talomigendo, paribuaste, en tuya bakuya meshibethfira bento, et tilia quapa, et tilishimidech, and puyash fuento.
Yeah, so that's the sort of the real problem, is because the entire reason that he, interviewed to work here was he had the long game in mind of getting one of these panthers, and so for that long-term goal to be sort of at the last minute poo-pooed, it really spoiled his afternoon.
Okay, so wait, to clarify, you were attempting to sell this panther to a middleman so that you could then procure it for yourself?
Moholas wempe.
Well, yeah, of course he has to be legit about it.
It wasn't enough to just work at the zoo and care for the animal and see it every day. You had to actually possess it.
Gizona masta, puen gallo etente me fuite, e puite se tu poche, pui foto, e quanda masente, bolosof, e quala batute, huem beef.
Yeah, ever since he grew up, ever since he was a little tiny boy, he's really wanted to have a panther. And he's basically constructed his entire life path in order to have that end result. And that is the direction that he's been driving himself in. That's what he's been pushing to this entire time.
Okay. Well, there are several reasons why this is not okay. One of them being that the panther is an extraordinarily dangerous creature. It is a wild animal. You have seen what happened to that one little boy that got into the enclosure. Why? I just again, I ask, why was caring for this creature here at the zoo, where you are employed currently, not enough for you?
Jiminy Sleepy, kuti the Panther, make come para pesotoko. Mantuya pate, se sente, pues coros, watoshe, metwendesite, petocho, kutakamakande. Fotote. Toi, tu fais fotote, mentelos kofto.
Yeah, in that first bit, he kind of just mocked you a little bit. And
I got that.
The professor continued to say that, when he witnessed the mauling of the little boy by the Panther, it did bring to mind some questions of, whether he really did want this Panther at least. And then as he was thinking about it, the more he realized that it only made him want the Panther more. And so it was sort of an epiphany that he had, and it really just it put out of his mind any possibility of being talked out of getting this Panther.
Right. I'm going to keep going back to this until I get an answer that I feel is satisfactory. Why do you need to own the Panther? You come to the zoo. You work here every day. You are with the Panther every day. How is that different than owning the Panther? Is there something you were trying to do with the Panther that you can't do here at the zoo?
Fentente matos. Puentale. Ichabatutse, ichabatense, it puento, apato, apua, papaha, fotolese, patus?
He says, to be honest, he's thought about it a lot, and just caring for the creatures isn't enough. Yeah, he used a lot more words than that, but that was the gist of it.
In what way is it not enough?
Putatse casente! Putatse foi! Ba! O tocho! Quando sate! Ich peteseke! Ich bin der Quapa! Ich bin der Sente! I tocho! Wanda! Habata! Tutatse pe! Etese! A pototse! A poakande!
The professor says that actually this is really going to justify a lot of his earlier decisions in life. Some purchases. He has quite a lot of land. And for the past 8 years, he has owned a wildebeest. And what's the point in owning a wildebeest if he can't have a panther or a leopard of some kind that will go and chase down the wildebeest and will attack the wildebeest and will triumph over the wildebeest and come out the victor, glorious in his backyard?
Wildebeests and panthers are native to totally different parts of the world. You understand that, right?
He is a professor.
Ding!
Yeah, that was.
Oh, God.
Awesome, you guys. That was fucking fantastic.
Wow.
It's funny, John, you kept bringing it back to the question, and I realized that, oh, yeah, I'm not actually trying to answer any of your questions. I've just been watching Cody and trying to interpret what he looks like he's saying. And not even thinking about how I could connect it specifically to those questions a couple of times.
I was just trying to give, I was trying to give you strong choices so that you could pull something instead of just doobla doobla doobla. Well, there's nothing there. But yeah.
No, well, and I felt like that actually created some fun tension in the scene because it was like, no, let's go.
Like he's dodging the question more and more. Like, no, it's great. I have to have one. Yeah, why though? Ever since I was a boy. No, why?
And I'm like, is there a fighting rig? Are you going to fight the Panther? What is going on here?
I love the idea that he's gonna get a panther just releasing his fucking backyard to hunt a wildebeest.
Well, there we have it. That was Gibberish Translator. Thank you, Cody.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a text message from Lucifer right now. Apparently that was all very fun.
Oh, good.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Okay, we've done that. Now we do this. That's right. It's my turn. Time for me to bring something for us to do in an improv sort of vein. I thought we'd go back to something we've done a great number of times, and that is something that I've been thinking about this week. We're going to be playing Calling in Sick.
A Daverit. It's like a favorite, but it's Dave.
A stone cold Daverit, to be sure. I feel bad saying that.
You should feel bad saying that.
I feel bad being conscious.
I support that sensation.
I support you being down on yourself.
Anyhow, we will take opportunities each to step in and leave a voicemail saying why we won't be at work that day. And we shall see how it goes. Does anybody want to begin, or should I begin since I brought it?
Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll allow it.
Great. Okay. Here we go with Calling in Sick. Hello. Yeah, I'm not going to be in work today because I'm in the hospital. They let me borrow this phone so I could call in, and thankfully I remembered our toll-free number, and they patched me through after much confusion. I got mauled by a leopard, and so I'm not going to be able to attend work for an indeterminate amount of time. I'm about to go into surgery, but I know rules are rules, and I have to call in by a certain time. So. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I passed out for a second. Lost a lot of blood. All right, I won't be in. Bye.
Hey there, this is Dustin. I'm calling to say I won't be in today. Having some trouble with a mouse. He's in my kitchen, and I'm pretty sure he has a gun.
Hey Todd, it's Kyle. I know we had that big shareholder meeting today. I know it's really important. I'm going to need you to take care of it. I'm going to need you to do my part of the presentation. I'm going to need you to really sell this. Really sell this. I'm I took that very official business trip to Mexico for business. Turns out they closed all the airports. Don't know what's going on. Stuck in this hotel / tequila distillery. So listen, you're going to do great. I believe in you. Just remember the 5 steps. My binder's in my locker. The combination is 6969. You're gonna yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah, you're gonna kill it. Very dangerous situation. I gotta go. There's Mexican danger about. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Professor, it's Timothy, and look, I know I've been your TA for a couple semesters now, and we did talk about your life goals and everything. Look, you're gonna have to go with the one from the zoo because my Mexican contact is in trouble now, and he's not gonna be able to get the Panther from Mexico. So we're back to square one. You gotta get it from the zoo. There's no other option. and I quit.
Hey, Mark, this is Todd. Calling to say that I'm not going to be able to make it to the presentation today. I guess all of the flights have been grounded because of some kind of situation with some kind of mouse situation. So I'm stuck in I think my layover was in Chicago. So I'm in Chicago right now. So I'm not going to be able to do the presentation, but you've got it down. You were leading it anyway. I'll see you once this all gets resolved, and stay safe out there. Hope Mexico was fun.
Doctor, I'm so sorry. This is Nurse Collins. I can't make it for the Panther wound surgery today. I know I was supposed to be right there scrubbing you in. There was my wife got this fucking mug, and she broke a bunch of other ones. She cut herself. I had to take care of her. She there's a lot of blood. I think one of the nursing students is probably available. They might be able to take care of something, but she's bleeding out. I gotta go.
Hey, gang. This is Jerry. And look, well, I'm not gonna be able to go on the cheese raid today. Friggin' Mickey went crazy again. He's got a gun. He's holed up, and I gotta try to talk him down. And you know how it is with him. Once he gets an idea in his head, he just doesn't want to let it go. So either adapt the plans and raid the cheese without us, or maybe hold off and we could go in together stronger once Mickey's recovered. Also, let's go ahead and empty out the liquor closet, because this is the third time. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hey there, Charlie. It's Bruce. I'm just calling to say that I'm not going to be in today. Some crazy guy has been trying to sell me to himself or something. I don't know. It's weird. But so I'm just trying to figure out a way to make that not happen. But you've got the thing with the mice, right? You'll just eat them if they get too rowdy. I hear one has a gun, so if you could just be careful. Anyway, have a good one. I'll talk to you later.
Sergeant, this is Private Fields. I will not be able to attend the sortie against the mice. I have determined I am a conscientious objector against mice. I can't. They've got them little whiskers. I can't hurt them, Sarge. I can't do it. I'll ship you guys rations. I'll send you liquor, but them fellas too cute, Sarge. I can't do it. I'm going home. I'm going home to see Snowball.
Well, hey folks, this is Walt. Just saying that I won't be at the studio today. I've got to go finish something I started.
So there we have it. That was Calling in Sick. We hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did.
You're obligated to.
And for the listening audience, you may or may not have noticed we have some inside information here. You may not have noticed that actually tied into the last segment thematically. So actually, we're geniuses, and thank you.
This was technically a herald the whole time.
Everyone does a herald. We all know this is improv. That is a herald. And that is also the episode. So we will wrap things up here. Thank you so much for listening. If there was any scene or segment in this episode that you thought was particularly good, and how could you choose one? Then please go to wastingallthetime.com/vote to let us know about it. At the end of the year, we'll take all of those submissions. We'll put them up for ranking and that will give us our top 10 lists to reflect upon at the end of the year. Until next time, my name has been Dave.
I was John.
And I was Cody.
And we wasted all of the time 3 levels deep.
Whoa.
Bon voyage.
Butts.
Good night, folks.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you really enjoyed the show, support us at patreon.com/timewastepod, or go to wastingallthetime.com.